Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Judas, issue number 3 of 4. Okay, so I think I know how this is going to end now. I see that in this issue, Jesus finally talks, and he's talking with like great majesty and power for a couple of moments, and then all of a sudden it hits him. All the sins that ever were, all the sins that are, all the sins that ever will be. Sounds like a Bret Hart kind of introduction, right? Nonetheless, all those sins hit him, and it's very hard for him to take it. And then the demons attack him, and these demons, they have sins also. So all these sins hit him, and yet he forgives. He doesn't take malice or anger towards these people. He just looks at them with love. This was good. This was good. See, honestly, like these first two issues that I saw, I'm literally thinking like there's going to be a lot of anger, towards the whole Bible and things like that. But this is a very different take on things. Everybody has their part to play in this, in the world, right? This is kind of like a story of destiny. And do we have any choice in things? Look, if there is a laid out destiny, the way that things are going to be, but we have decisions over how we're going to react to these things, how we're going to try and fix these things, that matters. That matters. Jesus, in the Bible, he had said, when somebody asked him, all the prophets before you had a miracle, so what is your miracle? And he says, my miracle will be as the miracle of Jonah. Just as Jonah spent 3 days in the belly of the beast, so too shall the Son of Man stay, mind you, the Son of Man, not the Son of God, but so too shall the Son of Man spend 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of the earth. So this was thought to be when he's spending the nights in the cave, so-called dead. The trick is he was only there, like he went in on Friday night, right before right before Saturday night, right before it got dark. So around Friday evening, and he was gone by Sunday morning. Sorry, I don't care how you look at it. That's not 3 days. That's simply not 3 days. So, anyway, push comes to shove. It's the idea that he's going to spend 3 nights, or 3 days and 3 nights in hell, and then he'll be risen from there, forgiven of all the miracles. He'll be able to drop them, release them, and all that. And he seems to imply that here. Cool, very, very cool. I like that they're actually following biblical, scripture. At the same time, Judas sees all that's happening, and Jesus admits, yes, I knew this was going to happen. So Judas is like, dude, so this isn't my fault. This is your fault. Here's the thing, man. The thing about that, this is why I think I understand how all this is going to end. By Judas at the end, even though he condemns Jesus, and Jesus immediately, like the last person who could have condemned him was Judas, because Jesus did betray him. Judas didn't betray Jesus. Jesus betrayed Judas because Jesus knew the future. Judas didn't. That's huge. That's important. That's crucial. So the way I look at this is Judas at the end jumping into that pit, or even the devil himself, Satan refuses to go. Lucifer refuses to go. That's interesting, man. That's really cool, because Judas may be the only person who's in hell who was betrayed by Jesus, or actually maybe there's a whole bunch of people who were. They also indicated the guy that was to his left on the cross when Jesus and the 2 thieves were on the cross. Jesus forgave the one guy. He didn't forgive the other guy. The other guy was in hell. So this guy, he's like, why didn't you forgive me? And he punishes him also. He's like, he accuses him also. So he could have maybe been the one to do this, but Judas was the one. Judas jumps into that pit. So he's going to go down there. He's going to try and take it. By take it, I mean, he's going to try and save him and put himself in danger. And I think that remember, Jesus is going to be taking all these sins for the next 3 days. And that's going to be the sins everywhere. Anybody who willingly gives over their sins to Jesus, boom, that's forgiveness. So Judas is kind of going to be doing this himself, and I think that that's going to release him and allow Judas to go into heaven. I'm really hoping that's the case. There's been a lot of wrongs in the Bible, a lot of wrongs, things that's just like, this doesn't make sense, and I don't want to hear about the will of God. So something like this would actually be a really good resolution to the story as far as I'm concerned. So I'm digging the heck out of this story. Guys, I'm giving this comic book an A. This is fantastic. What a great read. And again, if you're not into the whole biblical mythology, theology aspect of things, you probably didn't even click on this video to begin with, which is fine. But Jeff Loveness, man, he knows how to tell a good story. And the art in this is perfect for the story. I think I mentioned that before. This is the kind of art that it won't work everywhere, but it works perfectly here. And I'm sure the artist has multiple styles. Anyway, absolutely loving this. Cannot wait for the resolution in issue 4. All right, guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.